All right. So all right. Let's just put this right at the bat. Boop. Where is it? Boop. 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 Just trying to make sure I'm missing one. I think. Yeah. Cause no. I think everyone else you can probably. I think it's I can talk about because these five right here. I just blow them up. 5.5, 4.5. It means the character has a slight advantage. So it's like not like 6'4" convincing. It's kind of like a a little bit of an edge. All right. So who should I start with? I think she beat Zeku. I don't think that's really a hot take. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone like ever asked it, but I think she actually beats Zeku like convincingly. Not like 6'4" convincing, but like has a slight edge because she kind of destroys old, but young can kind of fight her. I feel like, but yeah, like she just destroys old. You can't really do the grams unless you got a read on what she's gonna do. And like if I get a store, you can't do grams because then I can just do my V skill, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Or I have meter VX flip, and I can get out of the Bushin flip with jump back air throw or jump air throw. So it's not like it's not really all that terrifying for me. Now, if you're a young Zeku, depending on what happens in neutral, I may be a little bit nervous, but uh, I'm not really like ever nervous about anything else about Zeku. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like not really like all that terrifying. Geef, I think she has a slight edge in. I think she does decently well against Geef because she can get out of his situations and all that. She has annoying tools that he has to go through. Like the Geef play can turn around obviously because it's Geef, but it's like freaking I just I can zone him out. And if he's out of V trigger one, I can zone him out even more. So I'm like, all right, cool, you're done. And it's not really like a crazy problem unless I like do bad stuff, just like bad tendencies or something like that. Yo, Nedjik. I think I said that right. Oh shit. Oh, this gotta be below my all my stuff. Hang on. It's like going over all my alerts and everything. All right, should be good now. Yeah, I think good. All right. Um, what else is like a 5.5? I think she slightly beats Nakali a bit because Nakali never got like really crazy good. He's never got like significant buffs that changes it. Um, some damn lights in my room. Do you actually want me to turn my lights? Hang on. Is that better? I don't look like a horror movie or nothing. All right, Nakali. He's never really got anything crazy buffs, so I'm like not really necessarily scared of him. Uh, yeah, Nakali is like Nakali's just so bland. He just never got like special treatment. He's gotten like one little like the one thing above that was stupid was like his EX on being +2. Like that definitely changes pressure. But other than that, it's like Nikali never like ever like got crazy buffed. Like my man's has just been sticking in the mud, just like, hey, don't forget I'm here. Just saying. So it's like, bruh, no one really like, no one ever like cares about Nikali at all. Um, she beats Laura. I don't know. See, here's the thing about Laura. I think it's probably slightly in Juri's favor, or it's 6-4 because she beats Laura either way. Mainly because I can go under her thunderbolts and I can go through her pressure and all that. But I'm not sure if it's that convincing, like 6-4. But I think it's probably 5.5 to be honest. Because Laura can get around it some way, but it's still really annoying on uh for Laura to go around him. Real on tier list? Yeah, I'm doing a Jury tier list. Um, but yeah, Laura is just like she's explosive, yeah, but Jury can kind of control it if you do the right things or if you don't mess up. So that's my opinion. Um, all right, where's the other one? I think she kind of is. You know, I'm gonna do Ryu. I think she side beats Ryu. I think she slightly beats Ryu personally because just like I have answers to fireballs and his fireball sucks and his normal suck. And I have answers to all that stuff. And Ryu can't really like do much. So I'm like, what's the point? Like I've never really like been afraid of Ryu. Unless it was like season one. But season one I was trash. But like nowadays I think she kind of just beats Ryu up. And she can just do it. Um I think Vega's kind of here too. Like despite the neutral kind of being annoying for Jury, it's it's kind of hard for unless Vega literally has a read or like he has meter, he can't really do much about my fireballs. And if they, especially if they pick Visco too, because they go backwards, they have to like either get the trade and maybe get a bit of Oki or just take the block and I'm in pressure. And some Vega players don't even do that and they fail and they get hit or something like that or they mess up. But I think it can be reversed because I can be annoying towards Vega. And I think that's what a lot of Vega players they say they think.
Wisconsin's in a crisis, and Rob Hutton is failing us. He tried to overturn the Affordable Care Act
Bruh.
and strip protections for people with pre-existing conditions. Our health is at stake. Vote no on Rob Hutton.
Bruh, what? What the hell was that? What was that? I have it muted. Bruh. Alright, anyways. It sounded Bruh, the ad literally was just going on, bro. What? What the hell, bro? Alright, anyways. No, bro, I lost track of my thought with Vega. Anyways, I think Jury slightly beats Vega. I'm tight about that. I think she beats Falk. I think that's a pretty decent matchup. Because I'm not really afraid of Falk with either of my characters. Because as of right now, we have online, and online is kind of like what we kind of gotta go off of. Because I don't play a lot of offline Falks because there's not many. Uh, in general, but it's like I'm not unless someone like plays me and convince me that this matchup is like they think it's in Falk's favor 5-5. I still think this is in Jury's favor. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, I can just deal with all of her stuff, and she's not really scary. Go stick to watch Samurai's Ryu. I mean, I don't really like to watch Ryu unless it's like offline because online Ryus are a different type of breed. And I think everyone who's in this chat that's somewhat competitive knows that. Like, especially if you're like Grandmaster above, you know, online Ryus are some type of something else. It's something else. What else? Well, I think, uh, I don't know about this one. I don't know about Lucia. I'll come back to her. Chun, I think she beats Chun slightly. I think it's super annoying for Chun to like deal with that mobility and all that. I think a lot of these matchups is like they have trouble dealing with her mobility, especially these characters. Unless you get like something else happening, you can't like deal with Jury on her mobility. Like Abigail's freaking tall, so he's like, and he's slow, so he's gonna like have trouble with it. Like a lot of these characters kind of have that, and Chun's kind of like that. She can kind of keep up with me, but unless she like dashes and does stuff with me, she can't really do much. I'm not like it's just annoying. I think that's a lot of when it comes to these matchups. Like it's just annoying to play against Yuri. You know, I think that's the whole thing with her. I don't want her to be annoying no more. I kind of want her to be like a threat. You know, I think she beats Honda. She can punish like every everything except for light headbutt. She can do pretty good in the matchup, and She kind of depends on meter a bit, but it's not really like all that bad. But I think it's all right. And plus, she can snipe. If you use VSCO 1, which I think is the right one, you should snipe his hands if he's full screen. Because then he'll definitely do it like every Honda player does it. Because they're nerds and they don't know better. I think she beats Alex slightly. Thing again, it's kind of like that mobility thing, and it's annoying. Um, yeah, and every Alex player online is a degenerate. Um, just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I think she kind of beats Sagat. Nah, I lied. I don't think she does. I lied. Yo, I think she beats Monad. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what any Monad player says. I think she beats Monad. I am fully convinced because it's so hard to deal with that mobility, especially with Monad. So I don't care. I think she beats Monad. Monad cannot keep up with like what I do, and that's the truth. Is this just a matchup chart for Juri? Yeah, it's just a matchup chart. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, that's what I think Juri wins. This is like what 5, 6, 7. She wins 16 matchups. That's my take. All right, here's the things where I think 5-5. Let me just put them out here. Actually, no. These are the matches I think that are 5-5. Yeah, these are the matches I think that are 5-5. Other than anything, she beat Chun? No, I think she beats Chun. She's hella annoying. I don't think I ever said that. Anyways, yeah, I think Blanca's 5-5. I think that's just an even matchup. They both are super like crazy characters if they can be, or they can be some of those solid characters. But Blanca, honestly, is like he is a threat. But if the Blanca player plays wrong and you do like really good to stop him, it's pretty much simple. But it kind of depends on who you're playing against. If you're playing against a good Blanca, you'll have a little bit of trouble. But if you're playing against a kind of bad Blanca, you won't have much trouble. Especially if they do bad things, bad tendencies. But it's like, yeah, just kind of just like that. It's just 5-5. I think they both kind of do the same thing, but if one gets started, it may smoke the other one or something like that. Cammy, I think because of VSCO 2, it helps with Cammy dive kicks. And like, because it clips her if she does a bad one, and you could potentially get like good damage or corner carry off of it. But other than that, like neutral wise, I think she kind of beats Juri a bit, but Juri can fight it. She can definitely fight it. And Juri just has a lot of answers for stuff. So I'm not really necessarily like crazy scared of a Cammy. But I'll just play Seth because, dive kicks and X kicks. Who wins? Ed, I think this is 5-5 because Ed's very annoying in neutral. Ed is very annoying. And I feel like if they play it right and if they play slow, they win. But if I play it right and I play it good enough, I win. And the VSCO 2 against Ed, or for Ed, is annoying because it goes through projectiles and it goes through Juri's projectile like cleanly. So it's super, it's super annoying because I can't use a store. Like I have to store it, and then if I release it, I get punished. So it's just really punishing me for just even thinking about that. So I literally have to use it in a block string, and even a fake block string, he can go clip it through because there's enough frames in between. But yeah, Ed is just really annoying. I just hate that character. I want the character to be nerfed and gutted. Kage, I think this matchup's all right. They both have stubby normals, but I feel like they both kind of can counter each other. Like I could do like low forward into like life fireball, which is fake, and then he can like the V trigger one VSCO 2 against me, and he does a lot of stuff for like gaps and all that. So it's kind of just, even. I feel like they both have like the same downsides. Both of them kind of have stubby normals, and so that's why it's kind of you're gonna see more close up stuff. And they both do like a flake box. Bleh. If one does like a fake block stream, they both have answers to what the other does. So it's kind of just like that. They both have answers to each other. Ken, I think Ken is even mainly because I think he has better normals than Ryu and then Kage, but he still has like the downsides of having a kind of a bad uh fireball game unless he like has it come in something I don't know meter or none, and he kind of has like bad range at times because I've had times where I've punished Ken players for doing something really bad or they do a bad roundhouse or something like that, and I can whiff punish them. But also, it has happened to me where Ken players have also whiff punished me and stuff, and I've played good Ken players. So it's kind of just like I think this is just a decent matchup. It's nothing crazy or nothing. But Ken players are still degenerate. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone knows online. Just oh my god. Uh, what else? Sia. See, here's a matchup I was thinking like she should go up here, but I feel like she can do all right against Juri. I think she does all right. Um, Primarily because she kind of it's like crazy thing. Okay, so here's the crazy thing with a lot of these characters in 5-5, right? Some of them have the same problems as Juri. And keep in mind, these are characters that may be considered low, mid, or like high tierish, right? Uh, Not top tier in the list. It's a Juri matchup chart, not a actual tier list. If it was an actual tier list, Juri would, Laura would not, Ryu would not be here, or Vega. But all right. But the crazy thing about like the 5-5 characters is that like think about this. Some of them are like a lot of them have inconsistencies, right? Think about it. She can be inconsistent at times. Inconsistent. 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 It's like they just either have stubby normals or they can't get stuff because the game just hates them. And I feel like that's the thing with Lucia. Lucia just bro, she can't get stuff at times, and it sucks. Or she can mess up, and or she can do the right thing but mess up. And this is a lot happening in this game, but I kind of accept it. But yeah, I think this match was 5-5. I think she could just they're both kind of on the same neutral and everything, so it's not really crazy. Um, Mika is 5-5 mainly because I can beat her in neutral, or she can beat me in neutral. But once if she gets started, it's kind of like 50-50. But I can stop her from getting started. I'm not really like terrified of Mika unless she does something crazy, because then I'm like, oh, GG's, I lost, because everyone deals with that with Mika. But yeah, Mika's Mika, but unless we're doing neutral wise, I think it's just 5-5. She can with punch me, I can with punch her and all that. So that's all it is. Poison. See, I'm not sure if this is a hot take or not, but I personally think this is 5-5. Man, because she can deal with poison pretty well. Like I can stop her, like crouching fears. I can stop her from charging a whip and everything, and I can go through Molotov stuff. And unless you do a read that I'm gonna do that, then I can punish you, and then I can kind of deal with her jump pretty well because I have a DP and all that. So I'm not necessarily like crazy terrified of poison by playing Juri. And I probably would play Juri. Honestly, I would rather play Juri versus poison than Seth, because Seth doesn't really have much like options to go like in neutral to stop the whip. Like I kind of have to dash or do an axe kick or do something. I have to like get in somehow. Juri, she kind of has answers because poison has to like commit herself like, all right, I got to stop you or I'm gonna just gain meter. And poison players typically do one or the other. Some will be smart and just stop you. Because stopping just pushed me to the corner and all that. But some players don't know that. But yeah, like despite poison being good, I think Juri does decently well. You know, Sagad, I kind of think the same way. Like I can stop him from zoning, and I'm very annoying against him. So unless he gets started or something like that, or push him to the corner, or just plays super strong neutral at where a range I can't poke at, I'm gonna win against Sagad. It's like no ifs ands or buts. Because a lot of Sagad players or the good ones tend to play at that range where Juri can't really press a button. Like they're gonna outrange me, and by outranging and mixing between fireballs and all that, it's gonna be like, all right, cool. I can't really do much, you know. I can't really do much, and that's kind of like I feel the whole premise is behind that matchup. It's like you gotta have to stop. You're gonna have to stop throwing fireballs sooner or later, or you're gonna start chucking them or something like that. It's a mind game. Which Visco against Poison is the best? Oh, Visco 1. You should never pick Visco 2. That's literally like picking a Ryu Fireball against her. I always pick Visco 1. But, what is it? Sakura? I think she does alright against Sakura. Despite Sakura have that stupid stand light kick, I'm not really, what is it? I'm not really, like, scared of her all that much. Because, like, I'm just like, you're Sakura. The fireball and all that, and I have V skill, so it's not really like all that terrifying. So I just think this match is all right. I don't really have much to say about it, other than it's just all right. And if anything, I'll probably pick Seth because Seth like destroys her. I feel, or not destroy her, but beats her. But yeah, like a lot of these characters, you see me go Seth for, except for like a couple matchups. Other than that, you see me go Seth. All right, let me do this. Boop, 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 boop. Da, da, yeah, boop. I think that's it. Yeah, because then, oh no, yeah, this is boop. And this, yeah, this is boop. All right, boop, boop, boop. There we go. All right, so this is where Juri just gets crapped on. And this one, these ones like you can win, but keep in mind it's gonna be a bit tough. These ones you just get crapped on, and if they lose it somehow, they're just bad. All right, literally, if you play any of these 5 characters and you lose against Juri, you gotta reevaluate. You gotta think about your choice, especially if you're these characters. If you're these characters and you're losing, you gotta reevaluate. I'm sorry, especially this season. As I'm making this, if you are losing, please think about your choices. All right. Colleen is like you can kind of fight her in neutral, but she has superior neutral, in my opinion. And when she has V two, I'm like, all right, GG's. I don't want to play no more. That's kind of how I feel. Um, yeah, that's kind of in general what I think Colleen. Literally, she can fight Colleen a bit in neutral, but Colleen still has superior neutral, and she has V too. So I'm like, why bother? You know. Ibuki, I think is the same. A lot of these characters, you can find a good trend. Is like they all kind of have better neutral. Look at your Twitch profile picture. What? Hang on, let me go on Twitch. What about it? Are you just now getting the joke? Is that what's happening? Please tell me you're not now just getting the joke. I'm really out here just now realizing the joke. I'm done. All right. All right, what was that on? Ibuki? Yeah, Ibuki, she has obviously EX Kunai, so she's cheap as hell. And I think she has a little bit better neutral than her. I think this matchup used to be crap. Like, I mean crap. Like, Juri Ibuki was like just Ibuki wins easily. But now I think since Ibuki got nerfed and Juri got buffed a bit, and it's kind of easier to do stuff against her, I think it's a bit better. but it's still annoying and it's like difficult, you know? Because if you try and get into like even a decent bit of your range, she can do like forward roundhouse to stop you, and it just like janks up your whole stuff. Because then you're like, all right, I'm back out of her range, and I gotta get back in, you know. And she can do a V skill. She has her crouch strong to whiff punish you. She has a low forward in case you do something bad. You can't throw a fireball because if you throw fireball, she'll do V trigger 2, and she can EX Rida over that, and then you get mad damage. Uh, and this is like she has a lot of answers for a lot of stuff for Juri, so it's kind of bad in general overall. But it's not like terrible, terrible. You can fight it, but you know, it used to be bad. Karen, Karen was crazy bad in season 4. In season like 3, she kind of pretty much just smoked Juri. Really, like there was no if ands or buts. She just smoked Juri because she just has superior neutral. It's like obvious superior neutral about everything and all that. So now, like she can do it, but she can get whiff punished more easily. And I have V skill too, which kind of can stop her from doing stuff. And yeah, it's still in general this is more of a neutral based matchup, and she kind of has weaker neutral, but still is still really strong no matter what. Karen's still strong, and I feel like that's a trend with characters that no matter how you nerf or buff them, they're still gonna be strong because their whole kit is just it's meant to be strong. Like look at Ibuki, look at Rashid, look at Birdie. Like these characters are still relatively all right, except for Birdie. Birdie got destroyed, but they're still good in neutral. You just gotta play a bit more smarter. That's really the only thing about this current season is that a lot of these characters, their neutral's still good. It's just that you gotta play a bit smarter. You can't go as dumb. Rashid used to be either like now this is a funny thing because when infiltration like was playing Juri and he was smoking like every Rashid ever in the world, it was kind of like does Rashid beat Juri or is this a player matchup or something? And I think it was a bit of both because Juri is annoying and she can go through a lot of its stuff, but Rashid it was still Rashid, so he was still relatively strong. So I think she loses a bit to Rashid, but only because he just again has superior neutral. But she can fight him. She can good fight him. She can convincingly. Uh, it's not like impossible like it was. Maybe like season 4 where he was I think his strongest, or maybe season 3. I don't know which one. I'm no longer a Rashid player, but it's literally just I think it's a player matchup. If they know how to play against Juri, you'll probably get smoked. If they don't, you may win. But you gotta be careful what you do. And the same thing goes to Rashid player. Balrog, I've played this matchup like too many times to not know like this is a bad matchup. Uh yeah, it's really annoying because he's just dash punch. If he's a good reactionary player and he just dash punches, it's like, bro, you're just gonna get smoked. You're not gonna store, or you may store, but you're gonna take damage in exchange for it. So be ready for that. Uh, yeah, like he just had again like all these characters. Literally, I'm gonna just say this: all of them have better neutral than her. All right, all of them have better neutral than her, and they're gonna outpoke her. So that's a trend you guys are gonna see. All these bad matchups are just they out neutral her. But always kind of like the overall gist of it, like dash punch and out neutral. Really, that's all you gotta do. You don't have to think about it. Other than that, um, Cody kind of same thing, and he's a robbery V trigger. So what need I say? But you have stuff like for answer against him because he can throw rocks or something like that, or if he throws fireballs, you can reskill him. But other than that, like you may try and like go in a lot, but he can just buffer buttons, and it's like whatever. So I feel like Cody players shouldn't really be, unless the Juri player is like super insane or something, and they're like going ape. Then I think you really shouldn't be afraid. You can play it pretty safely. Akuma, like the top one character, This matchup's still bad for her, but it got easier because he got nerfed. He definitely got nerfed. Uh, like I think that's what his red fireball combo or his stand me kick red fireball. You can go. You can stand light kick that now. You can whip punish him more and all that. But my stream, click my name as some Goku avatar. What was that an ad? I hope that was an ad, not someone impersonating me. I don't feel like I've made it that far. Not yet. But yeah. Akuma in general just has a little bit better neutral. But you can still punish him for doing stuff. Then you can kind of fight it if you work your way around it. Birdie is honestly still bad, but it used to be like trash. Just kid 555. Damn. Someone had too many fives. But yeah, Birdie, it's still bad because season 4, that thing was god awful. Like this matchup, I actually didn't want to play it. I legit didn't want to play it. I was so stubborn though throughout the year to pick only Juri. Because I could have easily just gone Rashida and Juri. I easily could have made that combo. But I was stubborn. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go only Juri. Don't know why I did that, but I did that. Because I'm stupid and I'm stubborn. But yeah. Birdie is still bad, but you can whiff punish him. You can play him a bit more neutral, and you can like fight. You can fight against him now. But like because he got significantly nerfed, it's not like he got to right here. Nah, he got to like just right here. He went from here to here. That's all he did for Juri. But yeah, when like you're playing against a Birdie, it's just like be careful what you do because he can easily whiff punish you, the good ones. And now we go to the GG's you lost type of thing. Guile need to say more booms, and he can mix you up and fake you out your V skill and everything. Like honestly, he has like everything to Juri's answers. He can sit there and wait, and if you jump, he can air throw. He can anti you. Like, bro, this match is just like yeah. It's a super annoying play against a good one. Seth, he just outranges her and everything. He can do either of the V skills. Don't even matter. You can't jump on him. She doesn't have a consistent thing against X kick unless it's like a DP, and it's like a bad X kick or something like that. Yeah, Seth just beats her. It's just you can't say otherwise. You literally can't. She can punish like Tatu, but it doesn't matter. Like it literally doesn't matter. Eventually, you're gonna deal with V trigger and all that, and you gotta guess and all that. It's whatever. But yeah, Seth just destroys her. Urian, same thing. He just destroys her. He has better everything. Better buttons, better just a fireball that's annoying. He can be degenerate. He can do whatever. And literally all you have to do is just outrange her and outpoke her and you're good. That's the kind of like where G and Bison come in. G is just annoying because like freaking like all you have to do with G is literally just buffer crouch jab. You can throw firewalls here and there, but buffer crouch jab, that's all you gotta do. And then I can't do nothing. Like he just shuts her down. He just has way better tools, and if you even try to get in, it's like good luck. I just say good luck. That's all I have to say. Because oof, this matchup sucks. And then we go to the king of like worst matchups for Juri. It's probably Bison because Bison just Bison. Like literally, he has moves that are like just annoying to her, and you can't really do much about it unless you like get a read on him. Like EX Scissors, you can't do much about EX Psycho Ball unless he does it like unless you do EX Cut like right on the dot and you read him, you can go through it. But until then, he can block it and you gotta hold the pressure because then you're minus and you gotta go. He can go in. Devil's Verse kind of same thing. You can stop it with Crouch Fierce, but it's like honestly, how many times is that gonna happen against EX Devil's Verse? Like, come on, it's Bison. But yeah, the plus frames, the annoying pressure, the fact that he just beats all your buttons, and it's just like, yeah, it's just annoying. Like a lot of these, or pretty much all these matchups, I'll go Seth in, and it's just not even like a thought. Like without thinking, I'll just go Seth. Literally, I'll just go Seth in like a lot of these matchups. Maybe not some of them, but a lot of them, yeah, I'll just go Seth. But yeah, this is what I think of Juri, like as a whole, like what her matchup tier list looks like. I mean, you guys can like say for yourself what you think. I'm posting on YouTube, so if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like comment what you think about this, or if you're on Twitter, say I'm degenerate. I don't know.